And we're live. Welcome back, guys. So today I have the main man, the one of the best YouTubers and streamers out there, T-Boys TV.
Well,
Welcome.
I wouldn't go with that far, but I'll take the compliment. Thank you very much, mate. Thanks for bringing me onto the channel.
Yeah, okay. So today we are just going to discuss what happened on the weekend and just preview your game and our game.
Mhm.
So first, what was your first thoughts when you saw the lineup versus City?
Very interesting lineup. It was pretty much the exact same lineup it was in when Liverpool played them the week before. I think the only other change was Konate at the back, if I'm correct. I think that was literally the only change. And yeah, it was good. I didn't mind Konate being at the back instead of Matip. I thought it'd have been Virgil, Van Dijk, and Matip due to I think they're the best partnership so far. But if Konate's there, I don't overly mind that. But yeah, other than that, like I said, it was the same against City in a reverse fixture, so I was happy with that.
Yeah, but did you feel in that second at halftime you can go on? Let's go and smash them, make it 4-5 now.
It could have been even more. It could have been even more in that first half. Just a rampant display by Liverpool, and it shows that they are, you know, literally be right behind City, if not even better. It's crazy how much these two sides show the difference in quality compared to the other sides. Like they're just too far ahead of everyone else. To even be able to watch these, like especially like for you, for example, as a neutral, it just must be great to see. Obviously, you want your team to be, up that level as well, but just got to be grateful to see stuff like that because it's just two tremendous teams with just a ongoing rivalry for years now, and obviously it's to do with the title more than an actual rivalry, but. Yeah, it's going places now. The FA Cup could potentially be a Champions League final, which it's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. But yeah, I thought it could have been a lot more. Honestly, we were just very rampant, and City just looked very shaky. You saw spells in the first half where they just kept giving the ball away. Obviously, a second goal was like the goalkeeper didn't press the button he needed to on FIFA quick enough. It was crazy, but
Yes.
yeah, it could have been a lot more. But to even have that scoreline against Man City with how equal the sides are, it was just crazy.
Yes, and big up Diego.
Big
You're
up.
always here. You was here yesterday when I did my stream with the At a Time podcast. So he's a regular. on, so yeah. But did you think in that second half? No, sorry, no. What do you think of Pep? Do you think he's a fraud that he can't handle pressure, or what do you as your mind change about Pep?
Um, well, I always do it in the Klopp Pep debate. When people compare them, I say Klopp. The reason I don't say Pep, as much as obviously Liverpool is my team, Pep, he's just, he hasn't built up players like Klopp has. He's just been given the money to get quality players. And, like you said there's been loads of times, big occasions, he's messed it up. Champions League final against Chelsea, big example of that. With the formation he went with, it just didn't go right, obviously, in the end. In this game, I honestly thought De Bruyne, Carl Walker, and that wasn't available, but they were on the bench. Even Edison, it doesn't make sense. It's not like they're playing, no disrespect, but it's not like they're playing Peterborough. Do you know what I mean? They're playing Liverpool. Like, I don't know why the team that had like the closest to their level, if not the same, right? And they're rotating like that when Liverpool would go fairly strong considering they're on the hunt for the quadruple. So it just didn't really make sense. Semi final as well at Wembley. It just didn't really make any sense. So yeah, I don't think he's as high or should be as highly rated as some people put him. Not at all.
No. Um, I think he's a fraud because if you look at Klopp with what he needed to go through, no money, needed to
Yeah,
build up
it's
players
that
like
as well. Yeah,
Shaqiri. Pep is going to throw him out of the door the first day he sees him. But Klopp managed him, and even Tuchel. I think Tuchel is on a better level because what he had to go through, ownership, getting questions asked every time, and the whole injury situation. Uh, I think we can agree. City hasn't had so many injuries like Liverpool or Chelsea in recent years.
yeah, no, definitely, especially Liverpool. I think last season, I think in the Premier League, Liverpool and Leicester were around about the same. I might be incorrect with that, but it did seem like it. I'll tell you that for a fact. So yeah, no, I definitely agree. I don't rate him as highly as some people do. Like you said, he's been given the money, and you know,
Mm.
as I said, when I compare it to Klopp's, built the players up. Robertson, for example, you would not expect come from Hull City. No disrespect, you wouldn't expect him to be, levels he's hit now. Same with a lot of other players, but I'm not going to go there all because we could be there all day. So, yeah.
Yes. Quick question: do you think you can win the quad?
I'm starting to believe now. I'm starting to believe the boys can do it. Like at first, I thought maybe two or three trophies, but now I'm thinking they can do it all. Klopp's turned them into doubters to believers before, so it can happen again. It can happen again, and like a display like that against City, the other day, like just how good Liverpool were, even though like we mentioned, City, Pep messed it up and that sort of thing. Liverpool, is still good players. A lot of people go on about their rotational squad. So they're clearly good players. They're like, oh, this player could get in your team, rare tear. So, we just showed that we can put it on teams when we need to. So yeah, I actually believe the boys will go on to do it now. I do, which is pretty crazy, but yeah.
Uh, uh, I don't believe because either you're gonna lose to Villarreal or you're gonna lose to Chelsea. So you can win a treble, but not that treble. But yeah, or even just win a double. You can make sure you just win the Premier League. That's all I care about. If you don't win the Premier League, I'm going to be so angry because I don't want City near. They already near our mark. I think they have equal or they're gonna surpass us. Not sure, but yeah. I'm coming back now. Just hold on.
Yeah, sorry, mate. Oh, just got to sort something out. Pep needs to emulate Sir Alex Ferguson before he becomes one of the greatest ever Premier League manager. I reckon. Yeah, no, I'd agree with that. Well, if anyone deserves that status, they've got done better than Sir Alex Ferguson. At the end of the day, because he is the best one. That's not even a debate. So, yeah, no, I totally agree with that, mate. Totally agree with that one. But yeah, there you go. There you go with that. But yeah, so yeah, yeah, I think Klopp's better than Pep, like I said. But there you go. Here we go. He's back. He's back again.
Yes. Yes. Diego can't say it any better. And do you think if Klopp wins the quad, do you think he's better than Sir Alex in the Premier League, not Europe, just Premier League?
No, I'll be honest. I don't know. I don't think so. It'd be close, but I don't know. I don't want to just disrespect Alex Ferguson like that. To be honest, not that'd be a massive achievement by Klopp. You know what I mean? Like it's never been done in England, but yeah, I just think the way he changed football, so to speak, was there. You go.
Yes. I think he will be up there, but for me, like personally, I didn't watch Sir Alex or that, so I don't know what he did. I only know he brought Manchester United up from that date, and then went and brought them back up to the pinnacle, and he won Rangers the Champions League, or he won Rangers something in Scotland he did. But so I can say for me what I have seen, Kloppy is the best for what, because I started watching like lockdown. So for me, what I have seen, Klopp is the best. But you know, um, further on back in history, if I must look at history, um, Sir Alex will probably be top. And Diego saying, agree, no other manager has ever won the quad. Yeah, that's the question. But enough of these Liverpool lot. Won't spend more than 15 minutes talking about them. No. So let's get into Chelsea versus Palace. So I know Chelsea went for a great lineup. The only thing I was scared about was Jorginho in midfield because he was going to get maybe caught on the counter attacks. But I think if uh, Gallagher was there, I think we would have been demolished in that first half, personally. But I don't know. Did you get the chance to catch the game?
I saw bits of it. Not a load of it from what I can really see. If I was to do a quick analysis, Palace were in it for a while. They were in it for a while, and then Chelsea got two goals in the second half, and the first goal, Loftus Cheek, what a strike that was. I know it took a deflection, but still hit it very well. And I remember I did actually go on someone's stream for a bit of first half, and the second half, I said, well, when Loftus Cheek come on in the first half, I was like, watch him drop a really good game. I remember when obviously Luton played Chelsea in the FA Cup, and Loftus Cheek in the second half, he did boss that midfield, and then I think that's what helped Chelsea get the goals in that game. But yeah, this game, I said watch him come on and do well. He has in the FA Cup, like I just mentioned, and yeah, obviously very good goal he got, and but I won't say too much, but I'll let you get into what you want to say.
But I am just disappointed in Palace, because that performance from them, although we didn't play well in the first half, but they were not so, the tempo wasn't up. It was slow game, understand, and so yeah.
Yeah,
Diego's
I remember that now that you've mentioned that when Havertz dived. Yeah, that was if that was my team and he'd done that against my team, I'd be fuming. I'm not even gonna lie.
No, yeah, but yeah, I think in real time that looked like a goal, but yeah. Diego, well, I know you. I don't know if you went to the game, but
He did. Yeah,
were
no, he did go to it.
were you guys disappointed with the performance, or is it only me that thought Palace could give a better performance? That's the only thing I think, and I've, like I say, Gallagher, they missed him, and yeah, I just want to say Mason Mount with that basket. Oh, what a player! Not every Chelsea. If you are every Chelsea player that has cut it like Mount, please, because that looks. If every player plays like Mount does, oh, beautiful. Chelsea players were consistent and patient in taking the chances. Well deserved the win. Okay. But yeah, but let's get into tonight's big game, and that is on. It's Manchester United versus Liverpool. So, as a Liverpool fan, you go first. Tell us a bit more.
Um, well, it's a game at Anfield. I expect the team to be a little bit rotated, not overly, due to the FA Cup game, obviously. Especially if that was to go extra time, there'd definitely be a lot of rotation going into this one. United narrowly beat Norwich, which I thought was pretty embarrassing. No disrespect to Norwich or anything, but you're at home and you conceding two, at home against Norwich. Like, come on, you know what I mean? But yeah, confident, rightly so. We're at Anfield. Last time the two sides played, obviously it was the 5-0. It could have been a lot more. Liverpool just relaxed a little bit in that second half, just started passing the ball around a lot, doing 1-2s. It was weird, like just taking a mick. But yeah, this game, confident. You've got to be really, with Liverpool being at home and that sort of thing. I think it's going to be a comfortable evening. If I'm being honest, I do. And that's a bit weird to say against Man United. Well, obviously not Man United now, but like back in the day and that'd just be weird to say. But, Liverpool and United sort of used to be the other way around. United used to be the ones up there. Liverpool used to be, in that sort of predicament United are in. But a lot of things going on in and around the club as well, which it's just a mess everywhere at that club, honestly. So, yeah, confident, just like that.
Confident. But I think United. I think they will score one, but yeah, or maybe Ronaldo. Is, I don't know if he's playing, but
Apparently, he will not be playing. Best thoughts and prayers, by the way, out to Ronaldo and his family. Obviously, that is not what you want to.
Yeah,
It's just not. It's just, yeah, it's not good at all. But yeah,
the go of the.
that's a good one. That's a good one.
That's excellent.
Yeah, I remember doing a watch along. I was just laughing like every 2 minutes. It was.
Yes. But,
it was good actually because it was a day before my birthday as well. So, that was always a good one as well.
Good birthday present.
Yeah, there you go. So,
and Diego predicting a 5 win for Liverpool. Oof.
Wait, is that what he's predicting, or is that just what he meant with the last comment?
I don't.
Sure. He's well, I wouldn't be surprised. Like I said, with the way United are going.
But if I have to give my thoughts, I would go with. I think you won't spank them, but yeah. Maybe the players are up for it just because they know Ten Hag is coming. We got a year ago yesterday, so he's playing. And yes, Diego saying. Yes. And what else? That's the only thing I have for United. For Liverpool, that maybe will help United is your midfield. But you rested Anderson in that game. You only brought him up in like the 50, 60th minute in your game against City. 60.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
So he hasn't been played the whole game. So he is good rested, and the rest of your subs, Luis Diaz came off the bench. But I have to ask you something, Salah.
Mm-hmm.
What is wrong with him? It's now I haven't seen him score, being on such a down, not scoring streak.
Yeah, I think it's just like the stuff that's happened with his country, like getting knocked out twice, by the same team. It's obviously not a nice feeling. Obviously, I remember once he actually qualified at Egypt for the World Cup, and obviously this time it hasn't happened. And the Afcon before that as well. What happened to him after? He just needs a goal. He's just having a bit of a drought. He just needs a goal, even if it's a tap in, just to kick him on. I think another thing that doesn't really help is the contract situation, like what his owner's doing and that. Like, I think Salah will end up staying. He said that he wants to stay at Liverpool for the rest of his career. And where's he going to go now? He's a player that's motivated to be in the best league in the world. He's not going to go PSG and do what? What's the competition there? They don't win the Champions League. They don't, always get knocked out, So, and for example, I said it when Ronaldo come into the league. I think that just thrives Salah to do even better, because we know how highly rated Ronaldo is, rightly so, what he's done in the past and that sort of thing. But yeah, I think Salah ends up saying, but it's just a lot of things, like I said, the Egypt stuff, the contract situation. There's just a lot going on, and it's just too much in and around him, so to speak. But yeah, I just think he needs a goal, even if it's an open goal that he finishes, and then confidence will start to kick back in. But yeah, it's just one of them.
I think he needs a break just to get away from Liverpool. Maybe international break will help him, because that just takes him away from a bit of the media. But I know they're gonna ask him contract questions. But yeah, let's get. Diego saying, "Do you think Ten Hag will be in contact?" Maybe. I think if he really wants to motivate the players, yes. Because you think if Manchester United beat Liverpool, they can go maybe on a run, and then maybe top four is theirs, and then next season can clear out some of the Deadwood and some of the not so good players, and then you will. So maybe, but what do you think?
I don't think he will. I don't think he will. It might be like watching from like one of the stands or something, but I don't think he'll be in proper contact yet. But maybe just the casual hellos, highs if he sees anyone. But I don't think he'll be in proper contact as if he's already the manager. If you get what I mean,
Yes.
like so that's how I see it.
I'm just
Yeah, he just needs a goal. He just needs a goal. That's all it is. Just for a bit of confidence, in my opinion. Like I said, even if it's the open goal, he scored, and then he'll thrive from that. He'll thrive from that because he'll be like, yes, I finally got a goal again, and then he'll just kick on from there, I reckon. So yeah, and also you got to look at this little drought he's had. He has had chances, good chances, but he's just got quite unlucky. I feel with some of them, good saves by the goalkeeper. There was one, I think, against Man City. I think it was Man City anyway. I think people were a bit harsh, to be honest. Like, it was a bit of a tight angle to really score from. I think he hit the side netting, and the keeper come rushing out as well. And the ball, I can't remember exactly, but the ball was coming with a bit of pace. So,
yes. I commented on that stream. Stop protecting you. Stop protecting your baby. I wrote
yeah, I
baby.
remember that. I remember that.
Yeah, so
But,
yeah. Um.
yeah.
So score prediction.
Now, I was actually thinking 3-0 to Liverpool. I can't see Man United scoring. I know a lot of United fans that are not proper. When I say not confident, they're saying like 7-0, that sort of thing. I can't see that. As much as it was 5-0 at their ground, I don't think, as I said, I think Liverpool rotate a little bit. Not overly, but a little bit. 2-0. 2-0. I don't think it's going to be, a very high scoring game. I think 2 or 3-0, but I'll stick with 2-0.
I think Liverpool will win. Let me I think I said on your stream 2-0 when we did the predictions.
Yeah,
I reckon 3-0.
3?
I think 3-0 or 3-1. Yeah. Chat.
It was 3-1 a couple of years ago, actually. Shaqiri got a double, and that was at Anfield as well. So,
yes. Chat, let me know your score predictions. Are you thinking 7, 9, 11 now?
I just don't think, like I said, I think Liverpool rotate a little bit. I think United will put out, a fairly decent fight. Obviously they'll try to. It's a derby and that, but obviously on the stuff that happened with Ronaldo as well, I think they want to try and put in a performance, due to that and that sort of thing. So, yeah. Yeah, he actually does. He actually does, bar the hair. Oh no, he is bald, isn't he? Yeah, no, he is bald.
I think just the beard. He needs to shave off the beard.
Yeah,
Yes.
literally. But for me, it's going to take a while with Man United, and when I say a while, I mean like a good couple of years. I think it's going to take a while. Honestly, maybe 5-10 years. That's my opinion, anyway. It's not just, as I said earlier, it's not just the players. There's other things going on around the club. You know what I mean? So well, I won't get into that.
I think they just need to show. I think Ten Hag he won't take any BS because at Ajax, I know there isn't pressure on him, but if you don't win the league there, or you go on a massive poor run in that league, the fans will be on you, and I think that is where he has some experience in. So yeah, but they're saying 3-1 Liverpool prediction.
Not bad.
Who do you think? Will it be Bruno scoring from a set piece, or will it be the Fridge scoring a header? Because I don't know who else.
I think if they score, it might be from like a free kick, which is obviously a set piece, but I don't think they'll score from like a corner.
Yeah.
I just think it'll be similar to when Bruno scored that free kick against Liverpool in the FA Cup. I think if they score, it'll be something like that. When he scored like that free kick. So I just don't think they will score. I don't think they will.
I think if they score, it will be on the break. Like you have a corner and you just go all guns blazing and have like only Van Dijk back, and then they will score with maybe Rashford. But yeah, just quickly give me your predicted lineup for the match.
Alisson in goal, of course, is the number one. 4-3-3, like always, formation. Trent right back. I was debating Gomez, but no, I will go Trent. Because the next Liverpool game's Sunday, isn't it, against Everton? So it's a fair while when you think, compared to how the fixtures have been. Robertson. I'll go Robertson. Back to the Premier League, so Virgil van Dijk and Matip. Midfield, Fabinho. Keita on the right side, Thiago on the left side, and then the front three go Salah on the right, Jota through the middle, and I think you've got to go Mane on the left with his form, and then potentially bring Diaz on again. So that's hard.
What are your thoughts on Mane? Because I know few of your Liverpool fans said, no, get him out. We've got Luis Diaz. He's the greatest, and he's the best. But now Mane has evolved into the number 9 role,
Yeah,
where he can play up front. So
I'm not really too sure how people can say that at this current moment in time with the form he's been on. I know a lot of people were saying it towards the start of the season, and there was until I think it was Chelsea actually. Chelsea, when we played Chelsea away, he didn't score or get an assist for like 10 games, which a player of that quality, that's just like, what's going on there? He's an experienced head at the club. I think it's a bit disrespectful, if I'm being totally honest. Like, he's still a big game player, and he's showing it. He's showing it. Like Man City, the 2-2 draw, he got a goal there. Even the game in the FA Cup, he got 2 goals. First one was, good pressure. Good pressure. A lot of people lean back from that. And then the second goal, the play in that was just unreal. And the way he volleyed that and brung that down was just exceptional. So I think it's a little bit harsh, if I'm being totally honest. I know brung, new players in, that sort of thing, but he's got experience. He's been at the club for how long. He's succeeded Liverpool to go in places as well as a lot of other players. So yeah.
Yeah, Diego just commented, which player would you and I take from Manchester United?
Well, I'm going to try and think of it from a position Liverpool potentially may need. I mean, I'd say Liverpool need a right back, but United's right backs are not really that great, are they? In my opinion.
We need a left back, but Luke Shaw, I don't know. Right back.
Does Dalot play right back? I'll probably just say him for a backup.
Yes, he plays. He's right back. And
as much as Gomez has been good, he's not a right back. So, yeah, I'd probably say Dalot. I know that might sound a bit mad with, I know they've got a lot of better players than that, but, Liverpool have already got quality in their team. I'm just looking for extra, spaces in that. So, yeah.
I think I will. I think Dalot as well, because he's a right back, and then we need the midfielder. But the thing is, we need Pogba, but Pogba is not consistent, and I don't know if he will turn it around at Chelsea. That's what am I going with? Attacking wise, Sancho on the right, but you see, Sancho is a winger that crosses, and we don't necessarily play wingers that just. We have our fullbacks that cross, so maybe just Dalot and Pogba. I won't take Luke Shaw. Yeah, that's our fault. And then if Varane is not available, it will be a back for United. If they start with a back 5 in defense, Liverpool will win 6-0. I'm not so sure, because Liverpool aren't that great when playing a back 3. Saw it with Chelsea. Then they're not good, and Who else plays a back three in the Prem against? But nobody that has the quality of us. But I don't even know if Varane is not available. Who else would they play in the back five? They got Maguire, uh, Lindelof, and
Bailly. You got Bailly.
Bailey.
Yeah.
Yes, okay, but Varane plays in the middle, I think.
Yeah,
No,
I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure,
I'm
to be
not sure.
honest.
But if they play in the back five, I think then it will be like 2-0 because. But if they sit back with a back five and play a bit more defensive, then yeah, then maybe they will win. But I don't think they have played it regularly. But I know Maguire looks better in the back five, honestly. Um, for personally, and yes, oh,
I mean, De
they
Gea is very good, considering what
yeah,
he's had to deal with that back line. But
but
I think at this current moment in time,
I
I'm
would
not, I'm not
take
getting not getting
Henderson
rid of Allison. So
for backup at Chelsea. I would pick Henderson because Kepa is a shot. Mendy is not good with his feet, but Kepa is good with his feet, not the shot stopper. I think Henderson is like in the middle. So I won't take Daya, no. I would take Henderson because he's good at his feet. And our number one keeper is not good with his feet. And Kepa, we can't have a 72 million pound keeper on the bench. For me, he can go and just go. So yeah. But let's get into the Chelsea versus Arsenal game. So I'm gonna give my thoughts first. I think Chelsea. I think we'll rest some players. I know we rested Thiago Silva, so I think he will play. And I think we must rest Rudiger because that man is living on, I think, an oxygen machine. Because how he can go, because against Real Madrid, he puts in an amazing performance. And he's got the energy levels of a tiger. And he was even sad after that Madrid game. And now he played on Sunday, and we play them then again tomorrow. So I think probably Malangsa, uh, um, Alonso, Thiago, Aspie. I would play Aspie. Christensen can get out. I know he did well against Crystal Palace, but if I I think Arsenal will be more punchant than Palace was because Palace didn't really attack for that for for like a spell. So yeah, and then midfield wise, Kovacic is out. We played Ruben there. The question is, would I play Ruben again? Yeah, let's go. I think I will go Jorginho, Kante, and then Ruben maybe right wing back because we need to race James. And although he played right centre back in both games, but we need to protect him because he had two quick injuries. Um, lot a few weeks ago he got just back from injury and then got the injury again. So yeah. So then and midfield Jorginho, Kante, and then attacking wise, I want to rest. I think Lukaku. Because you gotta rest Havertz and Mount and Werner. Because Havertz played 120 minutes, Mount played 120 minutes. I know Werner didn't, but he's gotta be tired. So I'm thinking he might be Lukaku. But if Lukaku doesn't play well in the first 30 minutes, get him off. You can sub him off. But I think he will dominate against Ben White. And then who else? I got on the left Pulisic, and on the right we play Ziyech. So yeah, Diego saying 2-0, can't see Arsenal scoring at the bridge. Yeah. Jeffrey Kovacic will be missing for 2 weeks. Oh no. Not the injuries. No, mate. 2 weeks.
You like Luton with the injury problems.
No.
God.
So then we have Chilwell out, Kovacic, and Kalamantzana. And Kante is not on form. Oh boy. And we got West Ham on the weekend. Oh no. I know it is at home, but West Ham will be someone because they got the week's race for once. I think no, they didn't play they don't play this week.
No,
Midweek.
they don't. They don't play this week. Well, I'm pretty sure they don't. Anyway.
Yeah. So I thought they would be back for the West Ham game, but yeah. I'm always scared of Arsenal when we play them, especially if they have a bad run of games, because we played them at home under Lampard. We got spanked. They had a poor form. Then at home last season, we lost to them, and they were in poor form. So they have poor form every time they play Chelsea, and it is always like three or two games. So yeah, yes, must just because that's a second injury he has picked up in quick succession because it wasn't he played got an injury then played for didn't play for a few games, and now he has started like maybe 2 or 3 games, and now has picked up an injury. But yeah, I don't want to go big. I think 2-1. Let's go 2-1. 2-1 Chelsea. And just an interesting stat, Tuchel hasn't lost the semi-final. It's 10 out of 10 semi-finals won for him. And I know and I predicted Chelsea would score the second goal in the 65th minute, but we scored the first goal that time. So I got my prediction right. A good set, your Thiago Silva is set to become the oldest outfield player to represent Chelsea in the Premier League. Yes, but usually when a player is even 32, like we sell them. You saw what we did with Lampard and Terry. We sold them, and then I just want to give me your thoughts first, and I will dive into what I wanted to say.
On my channel, I did actually go with an Arsenal win, a 1-0 win, but no, I'm changing that now. I'm seeing a lot of Arsenal fans just they're not happy at all. Rightly so. Arteta just doesn't make any sense. If I'm being honest, like it just doesn't. he has an argument with someone. They just don't try and fix it. You know, they can't. I remember they cancelled the game because they didn't have enough players, and then they get rid of players in January and don't bring anyone in. Like what? It just doesn't make any sense. I'm looking at their midfield options, and yeah, it's not looking because you don't want to go for their perspective. For them, you don't want to go with Odegaard and Lokonga because Odegaard's attacking, he's not defensive minded, and then Lokonga's just not fully there yet. Really, if we're being honest, Xhaka, you might have to put him as a left wing back, like because obviously Tierney's out for the rest of the season. Who else are they going to put there? It just doesn't.
But he's young. He's young, and
Yeah,
that's the thing.
exactly. Like they're in problems. I look at their last few games as well. Like they lost at home to Brighton, and the way Brighton were going, you know, I believe they didn't score for a while. You know, you'd expect Arsenal to win that. You know, that was meant to be their bounce back after Palace, and then obviously the last game, Southampton, you know, lost. And Southampton, you know, they've been decent this season, but recently they haven't been as good as they were. Well, the 6-0 against Chelsea shows that, for example. It's just been poor from Arsenal. It's just been poor. Chelsea at home, like you say, I know they've got a bit of midfield issues as well, Chelsea, but for me, it's nowhere near as bad as Arsenal's. So I only see a Chelsea win now. I'm not going to lie. I have to stick with what I said on my predictions. But yeah, as for here, I'm changing it to the same as you, 2-1 Chelsea.
Yeah. If City doesn't sign Haaland, would either of you guys consider him? It would make a statement if you guys sign him up. No. We tried the summer, but I think we put up because his wages was too high.
Yeah, the problem is if Liverpool were to get someone like him, 2 or 3 players would have to go, and it wouldn't be like a Origi and Minamino. It would have to be like one of the big guns. Obviously, it wouldn't be Diaz because he's just joined. Couldn't see it being Jota, so it'd most likely be, you know, Firmino, Salah or Mane. Definitely Salah or Mane. But yeah, I wouldn't consider it, to be honest, because he's not Prem proven. Yeah, I know he's a lethal finisher and that, but he's not Prem proven. And for me, he's got a bit of an attitude problem. I don't really like players like that at, you know, my club. They've got an attitude problem. And, you know, like there was this video I saw, I don't know if any of you saw it, when he was playing for Norway, when they played Gibraltar. Gibraltar fan was asking if they could like sign his stuff, or no, he could sign their stuff. Sorry, and he's been a bit disrespectful about it, to be honest, which I thought was out of order, obviously. So there you go. Yeah, no, I do rate Tierney. I think you're on mute, by the way, Hanno. I don't know if you're meant to be or what's going on, but
yes, just the people in my house are just now talking. So yeah.
Yeah, no, Tierney is a baller. I do rate him very highly, and you can tell, you know, he's rated highly for Scotland as well, because obviously they've got Robertson, who's obviously on the left side as well, and they, well, when I last looked, the way they play is Robertson behind and then Tierney in front, so that already tells you the quality. You know, of a player like Andrew Robertson, they want to both be played at the same time, and they're basically the same position. So.
Yes, I would take Tierney just for a backup because Alonso is not that great, but he turns up only for the big games like Real Madrid. If we play him against Luton in the FA Cup on Saturday, 3 o'clock kickoff, do you think he would care for that match? Nobody even can watch that match. So yeah.
Up the town, you know what
I mean. Well, I'll take a start. I think Pepe, he's a baller, mate. He's a baller.
Yeah, I'll rate him. I feel very sorry for him again. another player I feel Arteta disrespects. Right? No Nketiah, yeah, he is not that guy. How are you playing Nketiah over Pepe? Obviously, I'm not saying Lacazette because he's on terrible form and he's come out and said some madness, but
But
it just doesn't make sense. What was you going to say, sorry?
you can play Martinelli up front, and then you can
Mm,
play him on the. He
yeah,
plays
yeah,
right
that's
or
not a bad
left.
shout either.
I think he can play inside of the wing and then put Saka or who else plays? No, Saka can go to left wing back because he did under Emery, I know,
Yeah,
and
true.
then who else? Um, and then one of the other wingers um can play on the left or the right. I can't remember what position Pepe plays, but yeah. Score prediction.
2-1. 2-1 Chelsea.
Yeah, okay. And then is you
Yeah,
mean
yeah. But
yeah,
Haaland, yeah.
uh, yeah. And I just wanna ask you quickly something. Just gonna share my screen. Share screen. Mm, okay. So, as you can see, I have got the Premier League table up. I'm gonna
Yep.
ask you: can Manchester United make top four? Only 3 points behind. Just got the sneaky win versus Norwich. Tottenham losing to Brighton. And Arsenal also losing 3 games on the bounce. But I want to ask you a question. Do you think, I don't know, you probably didn't saw, but on Twitter, Brighton's Twitter account puts out, "We run North London from now on."
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
Crazy. But yeah, do you think Arsenal or Manchester United can get into top four?
Um, the problem with United, well, they've got positives and they've got negatives. Positives is I look at the teams battling for the top four, and United have the best squad for me, but it's just a manager situation. I know they've got Ten Hag in, but like at this current moment in time, it's their problem. I think a lot of the players have ego problems as well. I think they're a lot better than they are. Arsenal's problem is, well, the injuries, because they don't really have that sort of squad depth compared to other teams in and around there. And the manager, he doesn't really resolve problems like I said earlier. Um, it's all mad, that top four, that race, because it looks like no one wants it. It looks like no one wants it.
Yes.
Tottenham, I know you didn't mention Tottenham, but Tottenham have the best manager out of the lot battling for it, but they're Tottenham. So you just never know. You never know. For me, it might potentially come down to the North London derby if Tottenham don't drop. Well, they will drop points. They've got like Liverpool away and that, but it might, for me, if they win the next two games, like taking out Liverpool, I think it comes down to the North London derby, because the problem Arsenal have is their record's pretty poor in recent years against Tottenham away from home. So I think it all comes down to that if Tottenham go on to win the next two games. If they don't, well, I'd still say they get it, to be honest. So, yeah, it's crazy. It's so hard to predict because you look at the results recently and no one looked like they wanted it. And it's just a bit annoying because it's given Man United a bit of hope, and they shouldn't have this hope. They don't deserve it of how bad they've been. It's... But
The Brentford Tottenham game on Saturday, you think Tottenham have it in the bag away from home?
um, it's definitely a tough game, you know, with it being away at Brentford. Brentford are on decent form as well. Ericsson could haunt his former club. You never know. You never know. I'll say Tottenham edge it. At this current moment in time, I'd say Tottenham edge it. That prediction might change, but yeah.
I think Brentford get
Brentford
it.
might even get a draw, or, you know, maybe even a win. You never know. Like, the thing with Brentford as well, you know, they've done well at home. You look at when they drew with Liverpool, narrowly lost to Chelsea. What else? Beat Arsenal.
Beat
Narrowly
Arsenal.
lost to Man City as well. So anything could happen there. But I think the form Tottenham are on, even though both sides are in good form, I think it's a very close game, but I think Tottenham edge it.
Okay, so you predict Tottenham with 3 points, and then the Leicester game?
Leicester, I back Tottenham in that because they're at home.
Okay. Yeah, I would back them. So let me just get it here. And then the Liverpool game, obviously, I think
I expect a tight game, but Liverpool win.
yes, okay. And then Liverpool win. And then Tottenham Arsenal.
I think it goes one or two ways at this current moment in time. Either a Tottenham win or I'm thinking a draw. Because North London, what you got to remember, yeah, it's North London derby. You know, form goes out the window most of the time. So, but it's that record Arsenal have in recent years, which is why I don't say them to win, and the problems they've got with you know the injuries and that sort of thing. I would say. Draw. I'm going to go with a draw.
Yeah.
I think Tottenham drop 2 points somewhere if they win them two other games, like not counting Liverpool.
And I am going with a win for Tottenham. And Tottenham Burnley.
I will not be surprised if this is a high scoring game for Tottenham. I'm not even going to lie. So, Tottenham.
Tottenham win.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's. And then I'm just going with the Tottenham one, yeah. And then Norwich versus Tottenham one.
Tottenham, yeah.
Okay, so
I don't think that'll be as easy as people think, though, because it'll be last game of the season as well.
Okay.
Depends what could potentially happen with Norwich. By then, you never know.
Yes. So you're predicting Tottenham will end on 64. So you predict them to end on 70 points? No, I'm counting right now. 12. Yeah, 70 points. And
Yep.
I predict them to end on 12 points. So you're going. So, and then we look at Manchester United's fixtures just quickly. And they've got Liverpool, obviously. They got Arsenal, Chelsea, Brentford.
Yeah, they've got a very tough run in, actually.
They've got okay, Liverpool game. I think we all predicted a loss.
we've all said Liverpool win there, so.
And then also Manchester United.
Arsenal, I'm pretty sure, actually, well, in the last, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they do have an all right record against them. And it's at Arsenal. I'm gonna go for draw. I'm actually gonna go for draw in that game, to be honest.
So you're going draw for United. And then I'm going draw sounds good to me. And then United Chelsea.
Now, the reason I'm about to say what I say is because I look at the reverse fixture, and this time it's at Old Trafford as well. At this current moment in time, I'm going to say a draw.
So also okay. So Brentford, Brent. Oh, that okay. So that's
It depends what form Brentford are on. Then it's at Old Trafford. On paper, you would say United, obviously, they're at home and that sort of thing.
yes.
I'm
But
actually going to go for Brentford away win here.
I'm going with a United one. Yeah.
Over Brent. Oh, Wissa late goal. You know he loves the late goals. Yeah, I
Yeah.
reckon.
And then Brighton United away from home for United.
Brighton are a very weird side. I'd probably back United in this one to win, to be honest.
Okay, so Brighton. Yeah, let's. I'm going with a draw. And then last game of the season against Crystal Palace.
Oh, that's a tough one. We all know that. I'm not even saying it just because Diego's in the chat. It is a tough one. Obviously, no Selhurst. That's the last game of the season as well.
Yes.
So that's going to be proper bouncing at Selhurst Park.
I'm going. I think last game of the season.
This is a tough one.
Let me just check. Palace's fixtures. What are they looking like? Palace got Leeds United, Southampton, Watford, Villa, Everton, and then they got United.
Right, this is what I'm going to say. And the reason I say it, because by then, United might potentially, even though on my points I said, it's not as high as Tottenham and that, they could be playing for European football. Whereas Palace then could just be playing for pride. So I'm going to say United win. Only just though, they're like edgy. It'd be like a 2-1 or something like that.
The question is, do I do United dirty or not? I think no. Let's respect Manchester United. Okay, so you are predicting. So we predicted the same amount of points. 8 points for Manchester United. So on the table, they will get 62. That's 8 points away from Tottenham. Then we look at Arsenal. They play obviously us tomorrow.
Chelsea win.
Yes, so no points there. Arsenal, Man United. We predicted. You predicted
I did.
a draw. Yes, we both predicted a draw. And then West Ham, Arsenal. This is it. But
That's
the
tough
semis
because it's
are
away.
playing them.
I remember
I think the semis are
last
then.
season. 3-3, wasn't it?
Yes, something like that, yeah.
There tends to be goals when these lot play. I can think of anyway. I'm gonna say it's another draw, to be honest. Might be like a 2-2 or something.
I'm going Arsenal one just because I think the semi-finals are either in that week or they play the first leg already.
I'm not too sure if it's that week. Let me have a look. It might be, to be fair. I'll have a look. West Ham play. 28th is the first leg, so a few days. That'll be the game before that, I think. So
Yeah, stick with Arsenal. 3 points for Arsenal, and then Arsenal Leeds.
I think Arsenal win that.
It's early kickoff. No, I think Leeds. Maybe yeah. I think a draw. I think a draw, and then Tottenham Arsenal. I think you predicted a draw for that game.
Yeah, draw.
Yeah, and I predicted 3 points for Tottenham. Oh, that means 0 points for them, and you predicted a draw, so that's 1 point. And then um, let's go Newcastle Arsenal. Ooh, that's now a tough one.
Yeah, it's a tough away game. That I'm actually going to say a Newcastle win.
I'm thinking that because I have I don't think Arsenal would. No. Okay, Newcastle won. Arsenal Everton, last game of the season.
Um, I think now a bit off topic, but due to what Burnley have done now, I think Everton stay up. Unfortunately, so I'm gonna say this game will be all right for Everton, but I think Arsenal win it.
I
They're at home
think
as well.
last game of the season. The question is where Arsenal are lying. If they already made top four, if the pressure's on them, I think Everton will win. Uh, I'm going with a draw. Let's go with a draw there. Draw there. So you are going with an 8 point, 8 points for Arsenal. That means in on the same amount of points for Manchester United. I am going with 6 points, so they only reach 60. So on score, on what we predicted right now, we both predicted uh, a Tottenham top four win just because they got the easier running. So I'm just gonna. So yeah, and let's just uh, look at the questions here. Hmm. So we say my prediction 2-0 Arsenal, but if Chelsea score in the first 10 minutes, then a 4-0 Chelsea won. I hope so, because that would be great. Just to smash them for a little bit. And reckon it's between Conte, Ragnick and Moise. Arteta is not on the levels. I know West Ham are in it, but that means Tottenham need to drop loads of points. And I don't think that's happening. And then greedy Spurs versus Arsenal will decide it probably. Yeah, I thought Spurs would be clear at this point, and I thought they would be clear, and I would love it for my Palace to finish in ninth or 10th. That's the thing. I don't know where you might end up because for now 13th, and won a few games and you're back in it. And all I ask, can you please stop Millwall sticking into the plan and and can someone please Brighton? I'll probably
What I
beat.
will say about Millwall is you won't like this, but I do think they will sneak in the playoffs now. I do. After seeing Sheffield United yesterday, yeah, the chances they had, it didn't look overly great. But yeah, I'll leave it at that because obviously we're not talking about the championship.
Brighton, probably someone stopping Brighton. I don't hope so because I want Liverpool to win. So the Premier League. So if Brighton can make City just drop 1 point, it will be great. I think. 2-2 for what game?
I think. Oh no, he's on about Palace. Palace versus whoever they had. Man United, I think it was.
Yes.
Yeah, it was Man United.
With our luck, it will be 10 hours first game. I think he will take over in the first game, and after I think he will take over next season in when it is like pre-season.
Yeah.
The only game I can see them picking up 3 points is against Leeds United. That's Arsenal.
Yeah.
So he's really not confident in Arsenal. By the Leeds game, Arteta might have been sacked if he loses against Chelsea and Spurs heavily. And even United, if he loses against United, Chelsea and Spurs heavily, and then he lost to Crystal Palace, Brighton, and I can't remember the other team now. And yeah, so just a quick prediction. You're picking Tottenham for now.
Yeah.
To make top 4 relegation. Picking the same, right? Burnley still in it.
Yeah. I'll probably.
Okay, I am picking Everton to go down and Burnley to stay up, just because I don't hate Burnley. I love Burnley. Because
I do like Burnley. It's just, all right. I know Dice, didn't have a great record and stats and all that this year, but for me, it's too late to even change it all around. I know they got a good point against West Ham, but West Ham never tend to do great after playing in Europe. And I didn't watch a game or anything, but they most likely rotated a little bit. So.
I know. I think they got a red card. They played some new guy on debut, and he got a red card. And yeah, that maybe turned the game.
Yeah,
and then, you think you now believing you can win the Premier League?
Yep. I think the quadruple. I'm starting to believe that Liverpool will do the quadruple.
No,
I didn't at first, when people started talking about it, but now seeing the way we're even grinding out result and just performances like the ones against Manchester City the other day in the FA Cup, it's just stuff like that. Just
that's what I just say. Chelsea on a level above, because against Real Madrid, that performance, you put maybe almost the same performance in against every week. Not maybe the same, but close to it. And that's why there is such a gap. And yeah, you guys know, mostly everybody on my channel knows Liverpool to win the Premier League, Everton to get relegated with Norwich and Watford. What else? And Tottenham to get top 4, Chelsea to win the FA Cup, Real Madrid or Villarreal to win the Champions League. So yeah.
Now, to be fair, I've said ever since AC Milan, when Liverpool played that game, which didn't really matter because they already qualified. I said ever since then, on the COP TV, one of the Liverpool fan channels, that Liverpool will do it. Well, I believe so. I've got to stick with that. Definitely with the Champions League. I still believe in that. I'm starting to believe a lot more. Klopp's turned Liverpool doubters to believers. So, anything can happen with this team. That's what we'll say.
Yeah. Tell the people where they can find you and what you have coming up.
T-Boys TV is where you can find me. Might potentially do a watch along to Liverpool versus Manchester United. I've made everything for it anyway, so before anyone goes, oh, you might have to do a thumbnail and that. No, I've already done that. But it all depends. I'm just waiting for a message for my work that I do, just to see what time I've got to get up for that. So yeah, I'll decide where on them. But yeah, if you just look on my channel and keep your eyes out, obviously, if it's not on there by 7, then obviously I'm not doing it. If it is, then I am doing it, obviously. So there you go. But thanks for bringing me on, Hanno, mate.
No, thank you for jumping on. And yeah, sorry I messed up the time difference.
No, it's all right. Don't worry
Yesterday,
about that.
yesterday I saw it was 1 hour difference. Today it is 2 hour difference. So yeah, but yeah, I linked all his channels and everything. The guy is
Thank
so
you for that.
great. He put everything and the name of everything in his description. So I just could have copy and paste, and yeah. Um, I have got on Sunday. I am doing like just a pre-recorded video with the At a Time podcast, and then that will be released before the West Ham game. And I'm planning to do maybe a live video for this weekend's game. I'm trying to get Arsenal fan and United fan that will be able to come on. Not but will be able to come on. So if you know any, please send them just to me. And a West Ham fan, I, because I really want to get these thoughts. Of course, Chelsea play West Ham and Man United, Arsenal. It'd be great to have them on. And yeah, Diego saying, if you are watching live or on Preveiw, please subscribe. Yes, to do that. And yes, thank you, Diego. Well
Thank
done.
you, mate.
Thank you for being in the stream.
Yeah, big out yourself, mate. Big out yourself. Been on since the start.
Do you know how to make someone a mod?
It's probably better to do it on your phone if you
Okay.
do it on there. If you have your YouTube account logged in, if you just click on any old comment they said, and it should say add moderator or something like that. So
Okay, then I will do. Then I will add Diego as a mod. So yeah, peace everybody. See you all later, and goodbye.
peace.